Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see about the simplification of Boolean algebra expressions. So we know that Karnaugh map, shortly called K-map, is one method where we can use this to simplify the given Boolean algebra. There is also a normal method, a formula method, where we have to remember all the formulas, but this way of simplifying the expression is a very simplest way. Let us see with an example how this simplification is done. So now here I have taken a 4-variable Karnaugh map. So here the expression as the expression number of variables in the expression, we can say about the variable is an 4 variable, 3 variable or 2 variable. And now here we can see here the 4 variables A, B, C and D, and then this is the min terms. This actually means the sum of the min terms. So here the min terms are 2, 3, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14 and 15. So these are all the min terms which makes the sum of the product, that is the SOP, sum of the products. Now it's a 4 variable Karnaugh map, so we have to draw 16 squares because 2 power 4 is 16, so we'll have 16 squares in the Karnaugh map. Now let us see how to draw the Karnaugh map. So here here there's one property of this Karnaugh map is the adjacent cells will have one variable as a complement. Okay, that means if B is in the first cell, next cell may be A bar B or A B bar. That means one cell will be complemented in the consecutive cells. That is the property of the Karnaugh map. Then only when you are simplifying, the complement variable and the variable gets simplified and get cancelled, and we can get the remaining terms in the expression. So that is the logic behind how to name the Karnaugh map. So I am showing a 4 variable Karnaugh map where we are having 16 squares. So let us see first how to number the Karnaugh map. Since the 16 squares are there, we have to number as 0 to 15. Okay, so when you so just for it's a simplification purpose and for remembrance purpose, we are just numbering all the squares as 0 to 15 values. So how to number the squares? 0, 1 and then 2, 3. This is the way you have to number. And then 4, 5, 6, 7. It is not in the order, it is in the other order. And then we have to come to the last row. So 8, 9, 10, 11. It is not in the continuous position. This is actually 10, 11. Okay, and then this is actually 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually this is 10, 11. Here the little bit mistake is there. This is actually 11 and this is 10, because we can see here the square odd even numbers and here the odd numbers actually will come. So here actually this is 11 and this is 10. I just made a mistake. Just please correct it down. This is 11 and then 10, 11. Okay, this is 11 and this is 10. So now we have to fill in the variables. So how to fill the variables? Just in the 2 position put the 2, and 3 position put the 3, and then 8 put 1, and then 10 put 1, and then 11 put 1, and then 12 put 1, and 14 put 1, and 15 put 1. So fill all the values whose min terms are true, which is available in the sum of the products, that is as an 1 in the Karnaugh map. Now we are going to name the Karnaugh map. How to name it? We have 4 variables. So here A bar, B bar, which is 0, 0. Bar is the 0 value and normal value is the 1 value. So now you can see that C bar, D bar is 0, 0. Z bar, D is actually 0, 1. And then C, D. This is the format you have to remember. So 1, 1 and C, D bar is actually C, D bar is 1, 0. So bar is 0 and normal value is 1. Complement is 0 and normal value is 1. Likewise, down also A bar, B bar 0, 0, A bar, B 0, 1 and then A, B is 1, 1 and then finally A, B bar. Actually it should be B bar. I would have corrected in the last step, that we can note it down. Okay, so it is actually A, B bar. Okay, so this is A, B bar. I must have corrected in the last step. This is a mistake and I made it initially. Okay, so now that's all. Now the variables have been filled in the Karnaugh map. The Karnaugh map have been named and numbered. So and also the values are filled. Now here the steps are, we have to first look for a largest adjacent one. Adjacent ones, there should not be any gap in between. We should be able to roll it or cover up continuous adjacent ones. That is the concept behind this simplification using the Karna map. So here maximum possible, what are the possibilities? We can have all the 16 ones. In that case, the value is 1 for the map. Sometimes 8, which is an octet, and sometimes they can have group of 4, which is an quad. Sometimes group of two groups of 1, which is pair, and otherwise a single one independently, which is called as a singlet. So these are all the possible groups in a Karna map. So 8 is octet, that means continuous 8 is octet, continuous 4 is 1, continuous 4 is quad, continuous 1 is pair, continuous 1 4 ones is quad, continuous 2 1 is pair, and single one is called singlet. Okay, so now we have to look into this Karna map now, how many adjacent ones are available, and first we have to look for the largest possible group. So here we have to first look for the largest possible group is actually 16 ones. If there is 16 ones, the simplification is 1. The answer is 1, that's all. Okay, now if there is 8 continuous ones, either row wise or column wise or in the corner or in the both the edges, whatever it may be, if you roll it or if you circle it or if you round it, if it is continuous ones without any gap, that is a group of 8 ones is called as an octet. And likewise here actually the possibility is only 4 continuous ones, which is a quad. So one quad I have just noted, which is this, I have noted the green color, continuous ones in then all the 4 directions. Now we can see I am marking one more quad, which is half in this place and half in the others. That means if you roll this map, just imagine it is a map we are just rolling, then these 4 will form a group. Likewise, these 2 and these 2, when you roll vertically, this will form a group. Okay, so this is the way we have to find out continuous ones. And sometimes there may be column wise also or row wise also. For in this example we have seen this 4 ones are in the square positions, but they are got by rolling the map either vertically and horizontally. So we have got one green quad, just different colors I have put to make a difference. This normal 4 squares in all 4 directions. This blue quad is got by rolling the map vertically, that means this area and this area, and then the red color quad I have marked the red color, which has got by rolling the map in a horizontal position. That means this 2 ones and this 2 ones, just to imagine we are rolling together. Okay, so now just I have noted here this quad Q1 is A. How to find out the formula for this quad is actually we have to find out the variables in the map. So this quad Q1, which is blue color, which area is covered here? This actually B bar A is common here, and in this blue D bar is common. So we have blue quad is A D bar. And what about Q2? Q2 is red color. Red color actually we are having this area and this area. That means here this B bar is common. I put to B bar, and then in this area C is common. So I to C. Likewise for the next quadrant, which is green color, I have noted over here. This it is covered by A bar is here. So A and A is common and is C. So this is way to find out variables quad or any other. So that's all how to simplify the Karna map. Hope you understood the concept of simplifying the Karna map, and thanks for watching.